It's the latest development in the Ahmaud Arbery case. William Roddie Bryan faced a judge and his charges today. His outspoken attorney says that he committed no crime, but the Georgia Bureau of Investigation feels otherwise.
I can tell you that if we believed he was a witness, we wouldn't have arrested him. So there's probable cause, and we're comfortable with that. Yes, sir.
The head of GBI also said today he does not anticipate making more arrests in this case.
Bryan is the man who recorded the cell phone video of Arbery's fatal shooting 3 months ago in a neighborhood outside Brunswick. Bryan is charged with felony murder and criminal attempt to commit false imprisonment. Father and son, Gregory and Travis McMichael, were also arrested shortly after the video surfaced, also charged with murder. Our cameras were rolling as GBI investigators swarmed Bryan's home yesterday to search for evidence. News Project reporter Janice Harris joining us now. She's been following this case since the video was made public. Janice?
And so there have been questions since the day that this video was leaked, whether or not the person who recorded that deadly incident, that man being William Bryan, whether he was involved or if he was just a random witness. Well, according to what was released today, GBI is essentially saying that they had enough to put out a warrant for him, which suggests that his participation was not random. Tonight, William Roddie Bryan, the man who recorded the death of Ahmaud Arbery, is in jail. His attorney, Kevin Goff, insists his client is innocent and has cooperated the entire time. Goff also says he wants to prove Bryan's innocence as soon as possible.
Accordingly, we are this day filing a constitutional demand for speedy trial. As a solo practitioner without so much as a secretary, this case poses a great many challenges. I have expressed those concerns to Mr. Bryan. I have assured him, however, that we will be ready for trial by July 4th, Independence Day.
Local attorney Gene Nichols, not affiliated with the case, believes a speedy trial for such a complex case is not what any attorney would typically do for their client.
That usually doesn't happen. In most situations, you don't demand a speedy trial, especially in a homicide case, because the amount of discovery, the amount of evidence, the issues that are at play are tremendous. So rarely do you see any lawyer request a speedy trial.
In fact, Nichols questions how a speedy trial for Bryan would impact the case of Gregory and Travis McMichael, the two men who are facing aggravated assault and murder for the death of Arbery. Kevin Goff has also insisted his client is innocent, saying he also passed a lie detector test, but that test is not admissible in court. According to Bryan's warrant, he attempted to trap Ahmaud Arbery several times during the deadly incident that led to Arbery's death. Goff says his client deserves empathy.
He will lose his house, he will lose his car, he will lose everything unless released on bond.
Nichols says no matter what happens in a person's life, they will have to go through the court process.
The fact that he has to sit in jail, he's no different than every other individual who is prosecuted for a crime, especially one as severe as he is.
Bryan is currently waiting for a bond hearing. Until then, he and the McMichael men sit in jail. Arbery's family said that they are overjoyed because of this next step, this third arrest. However, what they're really waiting for is a conviction and a trial. Reporting live, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.